Hello, everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, and thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy commentary without all the fluff, join our family by subscribing. If you haven't heard, Vanessa Bryant, the wife of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, aka Black Mamba, is being sued by her mother to the tune of $5 million. In the court papers, Sofia, the mother, says that Kobe promised to take care of her for the rest of her life, hence the reason for the lawsuit. She goes on to say that she was never paid for her work as the family's nanny and was forced to work around the clock for 18 years without proper meals and rest breaks. She continues to say that there was no payment despite working on holidays and weekends. Vanessa has responded by saying that her mother is not telling the truth. She says that Kobe has supported everyone for nearly 20 years and that she was never her or Kobe's personal assistant or their nanny. She continues to say she was the caretaker of her girls and she took care of her daughters full-time, and that in reality the mother occasionally babysat the older girls when they were toddlers. She mentions that as of 10 years ago, the children were full-time students and athletes, and she didn't have another child until 2016. According to her, the mother's claims are false and that she has tried to no avail working things out with the mother. Finally, she says that this lawsuit is frivolous, disgraceful, and unimaginably hurtful, and that her husband never promised her mother anything, and that he would be so disappointed in her behavior and lack of empathy. The mother has yet to respond. Like most of you, because you are my people, you're wondering, well, what about Kobe's immediate family? You know, his parents and siblings. Well, if you recall, they fell out when his parents sold more than 100 pieces of memorabilia without his knowledge for millions to an auction house, saying they needed money to buy a house. Kobe later sued the auction house and they settled for an undisclosed amount. However, the auction house retained 6 of Kobe's items that could be sold, which included 2 high school basketball uniforms and 2 rings from the 2000 Lakers championship. In 2016, he was asked about his relationship with his family, and his response was that our relationship is nothing. I say I'm going to buy you a very nice home, and the response is, that's not good enough. Then you sell my stuff. Also, as for his sisters, Sharia and Shaya, in that 2016 interview, he said that he no longer gave them money and that they're very smart, college educated, and he's really proud of them. They are able to get their own jobs, get their own lives, and take care of themselves. It's safe to say that leading up to his passing, the family's relationship was strained. So as it stands, Vanessa is the sole beneficiary of Kobe's alleged $600 million net worth, and as for her mother, she now has to fend for herself like most of us. So, do you think Vanessa is required to take care of her mother for the rest of her life? Do you believe the mother's accusations that she was a live-in nanny, although, let me add, she never lived at the home? Kobe, in fact, had purchased an apartment for her to stay, along with providing a vehicle and an allowance for this woman after she divorced her husband. And what about his family? Are they entitled to anything? Because after all, he was paying for Vanessa's mother's life altogether, but he completely cut off his own flesh and blood, allegedly. What is clear is that Kobe's will was ironclad, and he made provisions for Vanessa. And the courts honored his request as opposed to the dearly departed James Brown, who I have an update on his case, which will shock the hell out of you because it did me. So stay tuned. Until then, let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Like and share. Also, turn on your notification bell and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.